Well, can you believe it? It's November already, and it's the countdown to Christmas. And in this month's Essay Life magazine, I'm going to present you with recipes for an Aussie Christmas. And have a look at this. That's the spectacular dessert we're going to make. It's a little take on a traditional Bombe Alaska, but I'm using seasonal Australian fruits, passion fruit, and gorgeous raspberries. Now, the first thing we have to do is make a custard, which is going to become our ice cream base. This is a traditional zabaglione, which just means that I'm whisking egg yolks and sugar over a pan of simmering water. Just keep stirring, and you'll know when it's done when the ribbons stay on the surface for a second or two. You'll also be adding some Cointreau, some brandy, orange zest, and a little bit of vanilla. With the passion fruit, I've sieved out most of the seeds, but I like to leave a few of them in. And you'll also need to puree about 60 grams of raspberries with a stab mixer until it's nice and smooth. And when your custard is cool, you'll need to add 300 grams of well-whipped cream. Fold it through really thoroughly with a spatula. And then we need to take out about half a cup of the ice cream base and mix it with our raspberry puree. And then the passion fruit goes into the rest, just like so. Give it a good mix. Now, the shape of the bowl is really important. I like to use this jug because it's going to give me a lovely dome shape. I've lined it with plastic, so now I'm pouring in the base, which has got the passion fruit flavour. And this goes straight into the freezer for 5 or 6 hours, even overnight. And once that's set, our raspberry ice cream mix has to go in. So we just have to scoop out some of the middle of the passion fruit. Keep it nice and even if you can, just like that. And pour in the raspberry. Make sure it's nice and level, and then put it back in the freezer. All set. Now, the insulation for our bombe is a layer of sponge cake. You can either make your own or even just buy one from the shop. But it does need to be cut thin, and make sure there are no gaps. Squish that together with your fingers. You might need to cut a few cutouts to hide those little bits like that. And the last one on top, squish it down, and that can go back into the freezer while we make our meringue. Now, you'll notice how thick and glossy the final result is, and that's because I use an Italian meringue recipe. It calls for a sugar syrup to be added to the egg whites while they're beating. It's all about the timing, but you'll end up with a rich, fudgy textured meringue. And now the fun begins. Get your piping bag full of your meringue, and then just start to make beautiful artistic swirls all over. Once again, it's important not to have any gaps. I find the easiest thing is to go all the way around the bottom first and then work your way up. Every so often you'll have to refill your bag and just continue all the way around. Make sure you get a couple of little peaks as well, because they'll add lots of interesting character. I know you'll be much more artistic than I am, but I just think this is so much fun. Make sure you fill up any gaps, like there and here. Now, if you haven't got one of these, they're well worth the investment, but you can brown the bombe in your oven, hottest possible temperature, for about 5 to 6 minutes. But how much fun is one of these? You'll work out the perfect distance so that it's golden brown and not burnt. Once sliced, you'll see how these beautiful colours and textures make this a really impressive dessert. And you know, the best part is that this can be made the week ahead because it keeps beautifully in the freezer. You can download this recipe from our website, and of course, as I said, it's in this month's Essay Life magazine, along with a whole lot of other recipes for a wonderful Aussie Christmas.